President founder of Smart Dating Academy. Bella has helped thousands of singles find love for over 10 years. She's appeared as an expert on the nationally syndicated Steve Harvey Show, The Today Show, and has authored thousands of advice pieces and articles. With several of her customers forming relationships and engagements every month, you can be sure that Bella Gandhi is truly the real deal. Without further ado, I'll pass the mic to Bella so we can get started.
Muted.
I am. Hi, everybody. Good evening. It is my large honor to be with you and be leading this webinar this evening. I have been counting down the days for the last 6 weeks to this webinar because for me and my team at Smart Dating Academy, singles over 50 are our passion, and we help so many of them month over month. And we're a date coaching service, and I started this business because I had a gift for matchmaking, and I had set up many, many happy couples. I was always a girl giving advice, watching people that I had set up on gut, like, hey, oh my gosh, I met a guy at a party last night, and if you go out with him, you're going to marry him. And there were 1 couple, 2 couples, 3 couples. So I knew that this was my gift and I needed to do this. So I started this company because I believe and I know that love is everywhere on this planet. I see it happen on a daily basis, and love over 50 is totally possible. So I know that by the end of this call, you're going to have lots of tips, lots of tricks to be another success story of someone over 50 that's finding love. So a little bit about our philosophy, so what I say makes sense to you. We believe that there are many lids for every pot. What does that mean? I don't believe that there's only one perfect, quote-unquote, soulmate for us. There are many, many perfect, for women, we call them high GHQ guys, high and good husband qualities. Doesn't mean you have to get married or have a husband, but somebody that has those qualities for you. And for men, it's good wife qualities. So there are many lids out there for your pot, so be inspired. And what we do at Smart Dating is we do things that most of us weren't taught at home. We don't know. We're not taught how to pick partners, right? We look at our parents. Sometimes we repeat patterns that we saw. We date people and we keep dating like we were in high school or college. So we stop the music and we help you to define the partner for you that's going to make you happy. And then we teach you those dating skills so that you can find love that lasts for a lifetime. There's the whole give a man to fish and he eats for a meal. We are the teach a man to fish people so that you can have love for a lifetime. So when our client starts up with us, me, my team, you got a bunch of people that jump into your dating canoe with you so that you are not alone anymore. You've got professionals, confidants, experts telling you yes, no, keep dating that one, throw that one back to the pond. And what we do is we help you to avoid that you don't hit, I call it the dating iceberg, like the Titanic, but really it's avoiding failure, it's avoiding disappointment, it's avoiding heartbreak, and most importantly, for our clients, we help you to stop wasting time. Time is our most precious commodity, right? So this is part of my team here. You can see all these people on this page, and we are psychotic optimists, and I'm going to mention this a lot during the webinar. We believe that love exists for every single person on this planet that truly wants it, and for every single one of you that are on this webinar tonight, so you too are going to be a psychotic optimist at the end of this call. As Elke mentioned, I'm the resident dating expert on the Steve Harvey Show. I just taped a segment today, so tune into the show. It's an amazing Emmy-winning for 2 years in a row Best Informative Talk Show, and I'm grateful to be there. You can also follow a lot of what we're doing, lots of free advice, articles. We've got a YouTube channel, Smart Dating Academy. Make sure you subscribe to that. We are posting media segments with lots of great tips, and we're on ABC, NBC, The Today Show. Basically, anything you watch or read, we're probably writing or interviewed in it, so make sure that you get the freshest information for singles over 50. We're responsible, as Elke said, for countless marriages and relationships. I go to weddings all the time, and my favorite weddings to go to are people that are over 50 that maybe thought that ship had sailed. And so we average 2 to 3 engagements on a monthly basis, and we're a boutique company. So I go to lots of weddings. So let's get into the heart of what we're going to do tonight. Here's the agenda that I have set for us this evening. And like we said, if you have any questions, feel free to chat them in, and we're going to consolidate those questions for the end of the call. So what does dating over 50 look like? How has dating changed for those of you that are just getting back out there, or maybe have been out there and are kind of confused by this whole mysterious, dramatically different landscape? Then we're going to start out with some of the common questions that singles over 50 ask. And then we're going to tell you what the right things to stop doing that you might see yourself in, and things to start to find that happy love. Then we're going to answer in detail one of the biggest questions I answer every single day from people. How can I get a better response on Match.com from the people that I want? We're going to talk about photos, profiles, emails. You're going to walk out enriched with lots of good new info. And one of the big concerns that people have are how to detect a scammer or a catfisher, and how to keep yourself safe while dating. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about meeting people in real life, because that's the holy grail for people. Meeting eyes across, Whole Foods when you're looking at mangoes. How do you do that? How do you meet people in real life? And then when you're meeting people, how to have that great first date. I'm going to wrap it up with 4 key principles that are essential for you to keep in mind in dating, and then we're going to turn it over to that live Q&A, and you're going to get to me on my webcam and know that I'm real and not a hologram. So with that, let's get into dating over 50. So I said this is a segment that I'm most passionate about, and maybe because of that, the majority of our clients at SDA are between 50 and 75 years old. We're based physically in Chicago, but we coach men and women all over the nation, and singles over 50 are the largest growing segment nationally of online daters. Match obviously has Match.com. They also have Our Time, which is specific for singles over 50, and we have lots and lots and lots of beautiful love stories for people that are over 50. And, a lot of times singles will say, oh, I wish I was doing this when I was 25 or 30, and I know then, I knew then what I know now. But there are a lot of benefits, guys, to being this age and getting out there and dating. Number one, you know what's really important to you in life, right? We've been around the block a couple times. We've had successes. We've all had failures. We all come in more textured, more complicated, with more baggage, but we know what's important to us at this point. And that anxiety that you felt in your 20s, 30s, maybe even your early 40s about marriage and kids and all of that, for us now, we've been there. We've done that. We've, or maybe we were never interested in that, and it's off the table, thank goodness. Now you're over 50. What our clients are looking for, and what those of you that I know are on this call are looking for, nobody's looking to serially date and stay online forever or try to look for people at Whole Foods forever. We're looking for long-term committed partners. Marriage doesn't have to be a must, but lots of our clients, they want to act as if they're married. They want that person, right? Someone to share travel, interests, passions, someone who wants to share intimacy and companionship. Those are the benefits of dating over 50. And now, how has dating changed for those of you that are like, what's going on in the dating world right now? Well, know that online dating, Match celebrated, I think last year, its 20-year anniversary. So even though you might be new to online dating and this landscape is different, the good news is it's been around for almost 2 decades at this point, more than 2 decades. And as of last year, 1 in 3 marriages in the United States took place because of online connections. So technology has changed the dating landscape dramatically for singles of all age brackets. Per the U.S. Census, I love facts and figures, 107 million U.S. singles, guys, in this country, 43% of the adult population, and I know sitting here on this webinar or maybe on Sunday evenings, we feel like we might be the only single person left on the planet. I promise you, 1 in 2 people nearly are single in this country. So know that there are so many lids to your pot and great people that want to find love and with you. So be inspired. And to that point, millions of single people are using dating sites and apps. So we're going to talk about, if this is the competitive landscape, how are you going to stand out in today's dating world? So one of the things that we do at Smart Dating Academy is we're very mindful and planful about dating. It's not just slap some stuff out there and pray that, you know, something falls into your lap, or maybe, you know, the pizza guy is going to be your next big love. Maybe he will, but you've got to have a dating plan. Okay, this isn't just something that's going to magically happen. And your dating plan is going to include 3 really important components. Pay attention to this. Number 1, online dating. Okay, you got 1 check. You guys are all on Match. That's awesome. So do 1 to 2 sites at maximum any given time, or even at a dating app. But 1 to 2 things to stay focused and stay mindful. And then you're going to set goals on a daily basis. Maybe you can do this for 30 minutes a day, and I'm going to teach you how to write good emails. Maybe you can say, you know what, I'm going to email 3 to 5 new people per day, but you've got to have a plan. You've got to have goals to achieve anything big in life, right? Then real life. I want you in your real life to say yes to everything that sounds good and not dangerous. Meet people. Say yes to parties. Say yes to going out. Yes to those dinners. When you're at the grocery store, look up and smile. Go to those fundraisers. Get out and volunteer. Look for love, because there are so many great people out there. And if you tell me I don't see any great people, I'm going to tell you what, it's because your eyes are not open and you might not be seeing them. So number 1, know that love is out there for you, right? And start saying yes and being approachable and being open to meeting people in real life. And number 3, setups. I know most of you are probably thinking, no one in my life is single, nobody can set me up, but we do an exercise with people called identifying the super connectors. So I'm going to give you the gist of it. I could talk for 90 minutes about that alone, but what you want to do is identify the people in your network, personally and professionally. Make a list of everybody you know, and then shake it down for the people that are most connected. They're extroverted, they're in relationships, and they love connecting people, and start bringing those people. Let's say I'm a single person, okay, for example. I'm going to bring them onto Team Bella, and I'm going to start having these people be my matchmaking agents and start setting me up. We have clients that have offered bounties to people that give them good setup dates. I had one woman say, I'm going to buy anybody that gets me out on a date with the guy that I date more than 6 times, any pair of shoes you want. And I mean any pair of shoes. So you can be very clever in the way that you set up people that are going to be your matchmakers and set you up. So have a dating plan. Now, when you guys registered for this webinar, you were given the opportunity to ask a burning question even before. Obviously, we're going to do the FAQs, or we're going to do the most commonly asked questions after this live, but just to, you know, we took these questions and we put several of the most common ones in there. Number 1 question, why don't I get responses from interesting people? And why do only people I don't want to email me are the ones that are reaching out to me? Well, let me tell you this. Let's break it down. It could be, if this is online dating, it could very, 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 very well be the quality of your profile, okay? Your pictures. Again, I said you got to stand out in today's competitive marketplace. Are your photos the best version of you? And I don't mean some glammed out version that doesn't exist, but I'm talking about you at your very best, because 90% of your success, guys, is going to come from your photos. Is your profile positive, well written? Is it fun? Is it smart? Does it stand out? Are your emails to people that you're writing proactively and reactively, are they good? Are they engaging? Are they striking up good conversations? And then you got to think about, if you're not getting responses from the people you want, are you looking to see, are you within their desired age bracket? So there's lots of reasons why you might not be getting responses. So I'm going to address all of these tonight in the webinar. This question comes to me every single day, and so many of you wrote questions in variations. Can people over 50 really find love? Is it possible? Has the ship sailed? Am I too old? Am I too heavy? Are men going to like me at this age? Are they only looking for people 20 years younger? Yes, 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 you can find love. I promise you, we see great stories every month. Match sees great stories every month. But the most important thing, I want you to believe as of this second, you have to believe that love exists for you. It is never too late. And here comes that word again, psychotically optimistic. So what that means is I am in it to win it, and I believe that love exists for me. period. And I am going to date like heck because I'm going to date as if this is a when. It's not an if. I'm telling you, the other half to your beautiful orange is out there. So you're going to date as if it's a when and not an if, right? And you're going to use online dating, you're going to use real life opportunities, and you're going to use setups. You're going to create your own dating plan. Here's a funny question. I look much younger than I am. Like, I'm a really youthful 60. You know, my friends tell me I look great. Young guys or younger ladies always want to date me. Should I lie about my age to be more appealing? Here's my point. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around this. Starting anything with a lie is bad karma, okay? Don't do it. Would you want to date someone who lied on their profile about their age? No. So don't lie about anything with a smiley face, okay? Don't do it. This is a question that we address every day also at Smart Dating Academy with our singles over 50. It's, should I only date one person at a time? Like, this is what we were taught to do. When you're dating, you want to focus on one person. Well, I'm going to tell you, until you are exclusive with somebody, meaning you're going to have the talk, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, we're partners, we're not dating other people. Until that point, guys, when you soup up your online profile, get those photos and everything into shape that I'm going to teach you about today, you should be dating many people. I want you to think about dating as you would a financial portfolio, right? Even if one stock looks amazing, you're not going to take all of your retirement and all of your assets and put it into that one stock. You're going to keep yourself diversified. And in the beginning, when you're out there dating, I want you to be dating multiple people, right? And dating means getting to know you. It means having lunch. It means having dinner, taking walks together, going biking. It doesn't mean sleeping with people. So I'm not telling you to start sleeping with people. I'm saying play getting to know you with lots of different people, okay? And dating is like a funnel. You want to identify who the right partner is that's going to make you happy. Then you want to have a roadmap of who this person is. Let as many people into your dating funnel. Date well so that you've got options, okay? I want you, the clients I work with at SDA, have options, okay? They're dating 3, 4, 5 people, you know, sometimes in 2 to 3 weeks, because I want them to have options, and we're going to help them to narrow it down to their top 3, and then their top 1 person, and then they're going to become exclusive within 2 to 3 months. You are not going to be exclusive with someone, guys, that asks you date 2 or date 3 to become exclusive. That is a red flag of someone who's emotionally unavailable or even narcissistic. Slow and steady wins the dating race. So here's another question. Should I just wait for people to email me, or should I be proactive? Men and women, all of you after tonight, nobody is sitting on the sidelines anymore. I want you to psychotically optimistic, be proactive. You're going to start emailing people on a daily basis. Set a goal for yourself. I'm going to give you a goal. I want you to email 3 new people at least every single night this week, and then tell me how that starts to go for you, okay? And think about it this way, guys. Have the right expectations with online dating. Online dating in general is needle in a haystack, right? Most people aren't right for us, but we are looking for that needle, and you've got to expect this process to take time. There's nothing more important than finding love, not your career, nothing, right? So this is like anything big in your life, this is going to have to take time, and you're going to have those goals, right? Email is the holy grail. Look, winks are okay. If somebody winks at you, wink back at them and mirror their behavior, and when somebody emails you, email them back within 24 hours, because this game moves fast. It should not take you more than 5 minutes to email someone. Put aside 15 minutes in the morning after you wake up, 15 minutes after work to answer emails and proactively find people, okay? This is going to be a much better strategy for you. Okay, so those were the most common questions. So what are your rules for dating now? I'm going to tell you some of the secrets that we share with our clients over 50 at Smart Dating Academy. Our coaching program, which is a registered trademark, is called Stop This and Start That to Find Happy Love. So everybody that we work with has different stops based on us getting to know them really well. And then in place of that, we have starts that they're going to start doing to stop self-sabotaging. So here, I'm going to share with you some real big ones that I see common. Number 1, stop believing that you have a type. Whatever your type is it blonde, is it curvy, is it, you know, blue eyes, is it tall, dark, and handsome? Whatever you think your type is, to me, when I hear someone has a type, I think you might have a dating pattern and you're limiting yourself, okay, to those kinds of people. And I want you to start instead casting your net out wide to different people. Remember, there are many lids to your pot, and you're looking for someone that's going to make you happy. Love is going to come to you in an unexpected package. Get excited about that. So cast that net out wide. The second one, stop looking for instant chemistry, fireworks, edgy, bad boy, bad girl types. I hear it all. Stop doing that. We're going to start to date like grown-ups. You're going to date people that, like I said, high GHQ, high in good husband qualities, also our trademark, or for guys, high in good wife qualities, people that make you happy, that want the same things out of life. Even if you're not feeling that instant spark, if the person seems kind, nice, fun, okay, let them have another date. Give them another date if they want to go out with you. Not one story at Smart Dating Academy starts out, oh my gosh, I knew the first time we met eyes, this was it, I was done. No, it's a slow burn, and sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 dates for that spark to happen. So in addition to that, I'm going to tell you, perfect segue, stop speed dating, meaning throwing people back to the pond too fast because you're not feeling that instant spark. That is a dating pattern. Don't chase lust. We're trying to chase love, right? So start giving love a chance to develop. Stop throwing people back to the pond too fast. Stop believing that there's a 3-date sex rule. I tell you, if I had $1 for every person that asked me, do I need to have sex after the 3rd date? Do guys expect that? Is that what I should be doing? If I don't have sex with someone, I'm going to lose them. No, guys, stop believing that. There is nobody that authored that rule. And if they did, they're probably really happy and smiling right now. Start knowing that you make the rules, okay? And along with that, stop having sex too early. We are old school, and we don't want you to have sex with someone until you're in a committed, exclusive relationship. So start practicing sexclusivity or whatever feels good to you, because guess what? When you have sex with someone, you give off oxytocin during the orgasm process. You know what oxytocin is? It's the attachment hormone. So now you are chemically bonded to this person. Women give off exponentially larger amounts of oxytocin during orgasm than men do, which is why good women stay with bad guys too long, having sex too early, right? And also, don't shoot the messenger here, STD rates are skyrocketing among singles above 50 because there's online dating, and I think there's a 3-date rule. Don't do it. Practice safe sex. Have those conversations. Get tested. Know that you're safe, because you don't want that gift that keeps on giving, okay? And along with that, stop ignoring red flags. When you're dating someone and if something seems off to you, your gut says, I don't know, this seems weird. It is weird. Start trusting your gut, okay? Red flags are always there, and they never go away. Stop the negative stories that you tell yourself. You are not too old. You are not too heavy. You are not too whatever you think. You are not undateable. Start believing, becoming that psychotic optimist that love is going to happen for you. And stop online dating like you Amazon shop. People tell me all the time, well, I know exactly what I want, and I sent out 2 emails, and he didn't email me back. This is not Amazon Prime where you've made a checklist and you've emailed someone and he's going to be delivered within 2 days to your doorstep. Start knowing that online dating takes time. It's needle in a haystack. And here's a big one that I'm going to end you with. Stop leaving toxic exes in the background. I hear people every day telling me, well, you know, I've been dating this bad person. She's no good for me. But, you know, I leave her around because I don't want to be alone. It's better than having nothing. And when someone better comes along, I'm just going to get rid of her or get rid of him. Guess what? You are never going to detach yourself from that satellite that keeps orbiting your planet. Start getting rid of people. You got to cut those you know, moldy pieces off your speedboat if you want to get any speed, okay? You got to get rid of all that. So what are men and women looking for over 50? Attraction, friendship, happy people, kind, nice people. Guys, niceness is underrated. I want you to start being your nicest self when you're on your dates. Don't come in, hands crossed, waiting for the other person to impress you. Bring your nice self. The best way to get someone to like you is to like them first. Be nice. We're looking for confident, positive, energetic, passionate people, people with interest that can have great, educated, scintillating conversation and loyal companionship. Doesn't that sound awesome? I know every one of you on this call has these 10 characteristics, and that's who you're looking for. So if you got this, get optimistic. Love is coming to you. Okay, so now we've talked about how dating has changed over 50. Now I'm going to tell you in depth about how you're going to start to get a better response from Match.com, and I promise you if you use these things, they're going to work. So first we're going to talk about your photos. Like I said, good photos are crucial, important. If you are going to invest in something, please invest in a great set of professional photos because they're going to determine 90% of your online dating success. Again, you're competing against 50 million estimated people that are on online dating sites. Remember, there's 107 million singles, so if half of the people are online dating, you have got to stand out. You've got barely 2 seconds to impress somebody. Think about what Match looks like. You get 20 thumbnails up on a page, and if that photo doesn't grip you, what do? You blow past that person. You've got 2 seconds to impress this person with an awesome headshot. I'm going to talk about what not to do. People, I pulled these off of Match.com. I did not invent these, okay? These are things that are on there today. Don't have a serious face. Don't not look at the camera for your opening headshot. Do you want to email any of these people? I'm sure they are nice people, but they are certainly not representing themselves well, and these were their opening headshots. I know. No sunglasses. People want to know you're nice and kind. The eyes are the windows to your soul. You know, you probably look cool in your sunglasses. Don't do them in online photos. It's better to look right at the camera and smile. No old photos. I mean, good Lord, what is this? This poor man showed a picture of himself as he looks today on top, and then below that, as if we wanted to know what he looked like 15 years ago, there's a picture of that. Okay, don't do things like that. This poor guy was widowed. That was a picture of him when he married his wife, and that bottom bathroom selfie, shirtless, is of him today. Don't do this stuff. No old photos. Put yourself out there as you are today. And no selfies, please. We all think it's fine to have selfies. Selfies are a big deal. It's in the Urban Dictionary as a word. Don't do this. It just looks like you don't care that much. And no friends in your photos. Again, you want to stand out online. What you're doing here is causing someone to pay more attention to your friends than you. People have ADD in dating, right? They're like, oh, who's that? She looks like my aunt. She looks like my sister. Don't market other people. This is about you. You are marketing yourself in cyberspace. Okay, so what are the right photos? You and only you, okay? People will know you have friends, okay? Market yourself. And like I was saying, good professional photos get at least 4 times as many emails. It's one of the things we specialize in. People that are on Match.com fly into Chicago to get their professional photos done with us because photos make a huge difference. And if you can't do that, have someone take photos of you that have excellent lighting, high resolution, and dress up. You're not going to look like you're trying too hard. And the right number of photos, dun, 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 5 to 6 total photos, that is it. You don't need 2 photos, and you don't need 25 photos, and all of your photos should have different looks. And those old photos don't work. Your photos should be no more than 1 year old because people want to date the person in the picture. They don't want to date who you were 5 years ago. We all change a little bit year over year. So what do you wear? I said 5 to 6 different looks, right? Wear different clothing. Okay, and then your photo order. Here are our top secrets. You got to have a great opening headshot, okay? Then do 2 body shots, head to toe shots. Then go have another headshot, and then end it strong with 2 body shots, okay? You got to have headshots, you got to have body shots, and that's a good pattern. And if you have a hobby, insert a photo of you doing that as long as you look really, really good and there's no other people in it. If you're a traveler, a tennis player, and women in your photos, wear solid, bright, feminine looks, dresses, blouses, skirts. Go pretty. We're not going for hot. We're not going for hoochie mama, down to here, up to here, because if you're putting out sex, you're going to get creepers back to you. And men, women want to date men that inspire confidence in them, right? Dress it up. Okay, get more, if you're going to do casual, make sure it's really elevated and a really dressy look. Sport coats, nice slacks, crisp shirts, get rid of the polo shirts, get rid of the cargo shorts. Dress up to look like you would for a nice event. You are not going to look like you're trying too hard. That's what women are going to want to see. Don't have pictures where your hair looks different. People get confused. They want to date the person you look like today. Okay, So this is an example of a great headshot, okay? She is looking right at the camera, smiling. It's high res, it's close up, right? Awesome picture. Now, I'm going to show you something. Marilyn is an amazing client of mine, over 50. These were her before photos, okay? All different hairstyles, glasses, different looks, people in the photos. This is what her portfolio looked like. The woman that came to me blew my mind. This is what she looks like. These are not glammed. These are not photoshopped. We have a philosophy. We don't Photoshop anybody's photos because people want to date the person in the picture. When you have the right looks, the right clothing, the right lighting, good photography is part art and part science. An opening headshot, right? Then I said 2 body shots, okay? She's curvy. We put her out there to look her best as she is. Body shot 1, body shot 2, right? Here's that second headshot, picture number 4, and then we ended strong with 2 other body shots. All of the clothes are different here, okay? So 6 total photos. What a difference, right? Marilyn's new photos resulted in a massive, like break the internet amount of great messages. She found love 6 months ago, guys, online, and is happily off the market. I am having dinner with the happy couple in March in Chicago. She couldn't be happier. Okay, so now you know what kinds of photos work. Let's go through how you're going to get a response on Match by having better profile text. Writing a good profile is hard, guys. It shouldn't take you 5 minutes or maybe even 2 hours to write. It can take several hours, I have a team of writers that write profiles. It takes us days to turn around a great draft that sounds fun, smart, and professional, but it's really important. It's an integral part of your cyber advertisement. Look at your profile as you would an advertisement for yourself. This is your cyber ad, and the kinds of people you want to email you. You are smart, intelligent people on this webinar. People are going to read what you write, okay? And we're going to talk about the show versus tell and being specific in a second. Don't be too short or too long. 200 to 300 words is fine for your profile text. Keep your profile positive. No negativity in there. Please don't contact me if. I'm not looking for players. Keep all of that out of there. Do not have spelling or grammar errors, guys. This is your cyber ad. If you've got bad grammar, bad spelling, and typos, people are going to think you're not smart, and then smart people are not going to want to date you. I'm sorry. Don't shoot the messenger. That is the way we all date, right? And if you can't do that, have a good friend write your profile. Hi, talk to me. We'll write your profile. There's very simple fixes for this, and that will make a big difference. And when you're looking at other people, don't get enchanted and romanced and all hot and heavy over photos. Be sure to read their profiles too, okay? Because crazy people can't keep crazy in the closet for more than 10 minutes. And if they're crazy, it's probably going to start to emanate in their profile. Now, a second ago, I talked about show versus tell. This is a really important philosophy for you to think about in your own online profile. Most people tell. They tell adjectives about themselves. I'm kind, I'm fun, I'm this, I'm that. So here's an example. Tell, I'm kind, okay? We all say that. Now instead, now that you're a smart dater, you're going to show what kindness means to you. Here's an example. When you're sick, I'll come over with my secret recipe, homemade chicken noodle soup, which will cure you rapidly. So what that is, that's a real client of mine. And when I am working with people, I'm like, what does kindness mean to you if you say you're kind? Okay, well, she says, this is what I do. How do you show your kindness? Well, bam, that's what we're going to write in your profile. We're going to get rid of the word kind then, and we're going to put some examples that show that instead. Here, I'm adventurous. This is telling. So you want to do some showing again. This is a client of ours. After hiking up Mount Kilimanjaro last year, I swear I would never do it again, and I've just signed up for a hike up to Everest Base Camp. Now that tells you his level of adventurousness is probably well beyond Bella's and well beyond most people, but now he has shown you who he is. And then it's up to you to decide if you want to email him back, okay? So let's go back to my friend Marilyn for a second. This was the text in her online profile before she started working with us. I try to lead an active lifestyle when I'm not working. I'm in marketing, so I'm sitting at my desk a lot. I run, travel, cook pretty good, bad grammar, and read. I also like some quiet time at home with my teenage boys. I'm not interested in one-night stands or disappearing acts. Please be serious if you contact me. Have a nice day. Doesn't sound very positive at all. It's got some negativity in there, no show, and photos not so good, right? So then when we redid her profile, Here it is. It's not too long. Artistic, if you look at the in my own words. A literacy volunteer, mom to 3 grown children. People find me intelligent, friendly, and playful. People have also described me as European-like because I live there and I stay connected to my German family. Right, and here she goes down. Since I've always felt connected to nature, I take pride in leading the restoration of family-owned woods and wetland in southeast Wisconsin. It's a huge labor of love, and I've learned about habitat conservation and wildlife. Do you see what I mean by show versus tell? You get an idea of who this woman is, okay? So this is a great example of what types of things to write. Okay, so these are some real examples that I've just pulled off, and I teach my clients of what not to do. Some people, here's an example of a sentence that I saw on Match.com that I'm going to teach you. Somebody wrote in their profile, some people express concern that I've never married. I'm the least commitment phobic person I know. I would prefer to be married, but I don't need to be. Now, my assessment, and most people, if you read that, what are you going to think? It's like, yeah, it seems a little insecure. Why are you talking about this and splaying that out there? Don't talk about your flaws. It can come across as insecure and defensive, like your arms are crossed about it. Here's another example that's a not to do. Please, no games, no altered age or outdated pics. I don't want drama. I'm fed up with people's lies, yada, yada, yada. No matter what you've experienced, guys, this is my assessment, don't put negative disclaimers in your profile thinking that you're going to prevent players and scammers and all these people. What you're going to do is turn away people that are positive, okay? Positive people want positive people. They don't want to read your negativity, and they're going to say, well, that sounds like a negative person. Move on, and they're not going to email you. So take all that kind of verbiage out. And here's a common one. I know I said I'm 50 in my profile, but I'm actually 58. Just wanted to get attention from younger ladies because I'm young at heart and body, LOLOL. Oy, ay, ay. Starting anything with a fib or a lie looks insecure, and you know what it makes me wonder? It makes me wonder what else you're going to fib about, right? Game over. Here's another example of someone who must have dated somebody who was unemployed because it says, I want someone who's financially stable. If you're out of work, unemployed, hit me up when you're back on your feet. Been there, done that. Okay, that tells me, my assessment, if you're negative and you've made some bad decisions in dating, it just seems unattractive. Don't do this kind of stuff. So in your profile tips with Match.com, here's some insider tips. Fill out all of the questions except income, and if you have your income on there or the income that you're looking for, take it off of there. Most of us don't tell family members and our neighbors how much money we make, but because Match has it on there, we're very comfortable to say how much money we make. Don't answer the income question, right? People, you just don't want to go there. Then be specific. When Match asks you for, you know, the things you like to do for fun, places you like to go, hotspots, the things you've read. These are great conversational starters. Again, show people who you are. Don't say, I read books, I read magazines. What do you read? What do you like to do? What are your favorite places to go? And when they give you interests, check as many of the interests as you have, would do, would think about, watch on TV, because this helps Match's algorithms to match you with the right people and cast your net out wide. And here's another great tip. Get those verification badges that Match offers. You've probably seen it on your profile with little Facebook logos and LinkedIn logos and Google Plus and Twitter. Get the verification badges. So basically what you do is you can link up all of your social media. Only Match will see that. Nobody else sees that. But those little badges are going to light up, and it's going to tell people that you are probably who you say you are and that you have the confidence to link all of your social media, so they're going to have more trust that you're not, you know, some duplicitous person, you know, that's lying online. So fill out those badges. Okay, so next, we did photos, we did profiles. So how to get that response on Match? Write great emails that are going to get great responses. Okay, writing good emails, okay? First, you're going to read the person's profile, okay? Then you're going to find something to connect on. No over-complimenting, guys. What's a great guy what's a beautiful man like you doing on this website? I can't believe you're on here. I would love to get to know you. You have just put on a pedestal. And if you put someone on a pedestal, they only have one way to look, and that's down. And it's creepy to over-compliment someone on the way they look. If you have to say something, you can talk about how you like what they wore, or their pretty eyes, or their smile lights up their photos, but don't over-compliment. And in an email, 4 to 5 sentences are just fine. I'm going to show you some real examples, okay? Then you're going to end your email with a question so that you start a conversation. Think about how you talk to people in real life. When someone says, hey, Bella, how are you? I don't say fine, period. I say fine, how are you? I ask a question. A good conversation is like a tennis match. Answer, ask a question. Emailing is the same way, okay? And don't cut and paste a generic email and send it to 50 people. It's transparent, guys. I can tell a cut and paster in 3 seconds, and most people can. Don't do it. Okay, so here was me sitting with the client. And we actually are in the weeds with people. We're going through matches with each of our individual clients. So here is a guy that one of my clients was like, oh, he looks interesting. Okay, so here we read his profile. It's a little long, but what we did is we highlighted things in blue here that she could connect with, that she liked, okay? And so if you look at my text on the right side, I'm going to tell you something. Number one, look at the active within. Look up on the top right. It always tells you how recently somebody's been on Match. I tell my clients, don't bother emailing someone that hasn't been active, you know, beyond 3 days, because don't waste your time. You want to maximize your probabilities for a response. If somebody's not checking their Match, don't bother emailing them, okay? Now, carefully read the text. Let's go back to the profile. Make sure that you like the tone of it. It should be positive, no negativity, and find as many of those connections. The things in blue are the things that my client said she could connect with, right? She liked the fact that he had a spontaneous personality and could set out on an adventure of any time. She loved that he grew up in the Midwest, because she did too, and they're both now in California. And he said his idea of roughing it is ordering room service, right? And he said, I believe in the 3 C's, chemistry, conversation, and coffee. So, okay. Keep that in mind. So here, also, when we were looking at his profile, here are the hidden gems. All these little highlights up at the top under his interest, they're highlighted because he's interested and you're interested. So these are all great ways to, again, read and find a place to connect with somebody. So your emails sound specific, like you've read their profile and you're engaging people. Look at his interests, okay? And then also check sports, exercise, hotspots. These are all easy conversational starters, okay? So here, this is a sample email that I helped her write to this guy. It starts out, uncanny coincidences. I too grew up in Chicago and love it, but I don't miss the brutal winters. And a man after my own heart who is active and believes that room service is roughing it. What is your latest favorite 3C place to have coffee, conversation, and chemistry? Just a couple sentences, shows that she has read his profile, connected, sounds positive, ends it with a question mark, and ends it with the smiley face. You want to connote warmth and niceness. Remember, kind and nice. It's okay to use emojis. Don't use 20 of them, but a smiley face, an exclamation point. Show your warmth, okay? Don't be sterile. Don't have one-word emails. Yes, no, it does not play well. It doesn't make you sound nice. Okay, so here's another one, another client of mine. I cut the profile part of the guy up top in his words, okay? Again, we highlighted sharing intimacies. She liked goofy and irreverent, and liked the fact that he is interested in the arts, okay? So she wrote this email. She writes longer emails than I do. She says, goofy and irreverent is nice, right? And then if you keep reading, she says, talking about being playful, what do you like to do for fun on a weekend? This weekend, I'm having dinner with friends in Palo Alto on Saturday night, followed by brunch on a Sunday and a visit to the Asian Art Museum. So, and then she ends with a question, what goofy and irreverent things do you like to do on your weekends? Because again, look up top, he said goofy and irreverent. Ends it with the question. Do you think she got a response? She sure did. Okay, so here are real examples of what not to do with emails. Look on the left in quotes, up top. Hello, gorgeous. How are you doing? I came across your profile on my matches, and I want you to know that your profile caught my attention. Please make out time and read mine. I hope it sparks your interest. Look at the arrow next to this. This is a cut and paste email. It doesn't look like you spent any time on it, and you sent it to dozens of people. My clients are going to say, nope, I'm investing in this process, and I want someone who's investing in it right back. Nope. game over, move on. The next one under that, hi, nice meeting you. I hope you are fine today. Question mark. Generic email with poor grammar, low probability of response. Again, you are a smart, successful person and you want to date someone who's the same. You don't want to email like that, okay? Mind your P's and Q's here. And here's kind of a sneaky one. Good morning, Callie Curves. So he actually addressed my client specifically. But then it shows that it's a generic email. I'm happy to make your acquaintance and pleased to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to hear from you. Thank you for your time. Again, it's just weird grammar use and doesn't reference anything in her profile. Cut and paste. Her response was, no thanks. Okay, and an important thing, okay, once you get these email exchanges going back and forth, you are not on Match.com to have a pen pal. Everybody complains about emails and emails going nowhere, right? So you now, as a smart dater, are going to take it from email to the phone, and you are not going to sit on the sidelines. You're going to ask. After 5 to 10 email exchanges, ask to chat by phone. And here's my script on how I help my clients to do this. Hey, Jack, it'd be great to put a voice to a name. How about we chat by phone soon? And guess what? If Jack doesn't respond to chatting by phone or just emails or texts her back, guess what? Jack's going back to the pond. If he's not respecting your wishes now, or she, what kind of a dater are they going to be? What kind of a person are they going to be in a relationship? Remember, the phone builds a great connection, and I say this all the time. Crazy people cannot keep crazy in the closet for more than 10 to 15 minutes. So if you are talking to somebody, you are now blowing past their cyber personality. You can screen out that crazy person in 10 to 15 minutes. If they make the hair on your arm stand up, or people that are negative, use the phone. It builds that connection. And when you get on the date, it's not so awkward. You feel like you're going to have a connection. Now, how do you have a good phone chat? So many of us don't know how to do this because we're new to this game. Number one, put a little mirror up by your phone. Smile, guys. Your tone and energy goes right up. I do this with people every day. We do video analysis and really help people to improve their personal presentation, even though a lot of us think we smile when we present right, but I'll tell you what, through our analysis, most of us don't have pleasant expressions on our faces when we're speaking and listening. So put a mirror up and smile. And be positive on the phone and be sincerely interested. And before the phone call, think about what you're going to say about yourself and what you're going to ask. Be prepared to talk about your day and make sure it's the good stuff. Again, you want to put your best foot forward, nothing negative. Don't talk about your bad meeting or the bad date you had yesterday. You want to put your best foot forward. And know how you're going to talk about your job. What do you love about your job? Why are you doing it? Even if your job is meh, you better tell someone what you like about it, because if you don't like it, I'd question why you're there in the first place. You got to talk about things in its most positive light, your family, your kids, and then practice your sound bites with somebody so that they sound fun and exciting and focused on you and the best version of you. I know this sounds like a lot, but guess what? What's more important than finding the love of your life? Nothing. So we help people like this every day. This is why they're so successful. When you are prepared, you feel confident. When you're confident, you ace the date. You get the second, the third, the fourth date. You are winning the dating game. Okay? Now, on the phone, 10 to 30 minutes is plenty of time. Even if it's a great conversation, just leave it on a high. Don't stay on for hours and hours. What are you going to talk about when you get on a date? And if you are on the phone with someone too long, you're going to end up oversharing stuff that's too much for a first conversation. And when you're on the phone, don't eliminate someone who might be shy if they sound nice. If they seem nice, give them a chance. Again, you are casting your net out wide. But if there's red flags, throw those back to the pound. Trust your gut. If something sounds off, y'all, it is off, okay? Okay, I wanted to dedicate a whole section to, I get questions. This is one of the most popular questions that came in upon registration for this webinar. It's one of the most popular questions that comes to me through the media episodes I do, through questions that we ask on our website. You know, visit our website. You can ask questions. We answer them. How do you detect a scammer? I'm sick of scammers. Catfishers. So number one, just know they prey on singles over 50, right? So just be aware of that. Photos. A lot of them have photos that look too good to be true, like they look like supermodels. It could be a photo that looks like George Clooney or a supermodel, and they only have 1 or 2 photos. So even if the photos aren't amazing, just 1 or 2. Grammar is often really bad with the lack of punctuation. Lots of run-on sentences because a lot of the scammers are offshore. They're out of the country. So if it sounds weird, it is weird. They can talk about God a lot to throw you off the scent. And often they say they're professionals working out of state or on overseas assignment. I see this. I catch a catfish every week for my clients. Someone that says they're military working overseas. You know, they're on an oil rig somewhere. I'm a nurse working in Afghanistan. Why are they emailing you? Okay, doesn't make any sense. Even if they say they are from your city, but they tell you they're overseas, let your red flag go up. Email me. I'll help you suss it out, okay? And anybody that's too fast and furious, right? They want to get you off of Match.com and onto personal email, right? Anybody that says, oh, I'm canceling my subscription. Can you email me at my personal email? They don't want to be detected. Match is great, and they can really help to take care of you. Don't go offline until you feel really good, okay? And if somebody's demanding that, red flag. And scammers and catfishers can push all the right buttons, and they can tell you they've never met anyone like you. I had a woman who's 58 years old, successful, professional, owns a business in Seattle, text me, Bella, I've been emailing with this guy, and I've never felt like this. I feel like a teenager again. My radar went off instantly. I said, send me the thread of messages. Instantly, I was like, this guy's a catfish, and she was disappointed, but we caught him and no damage was done, okay? So he knew how to push all of her buttons. They know where we're vulnerable, and they always have an excuse as to why they can't actually see you. Some of them won't even Skype with you if they're out. Remember, they're frauds, and they want to be exclusive with you right away, and they're saying, I'm going to take down my profile because, Bella, I know you're my soulmate, and I don't want to date anyone else. I don't even have to meet you. I know that this is it. Be wary of all this stuff, guys. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay, so now let's talk about meeting people quickly in real life and the first date. A great way to meet people is take advantage, guys, of the fact that you are on Match.com. Match has events, and here's just a quick screenshot of events that are taking place in, I believe this is the San Francisco area. Look at all of the things that are age appropriate. You can get out there and you can meet people. You can swing dance, you can wine taste, you can, phonography, elevate your selfies, and look at, it's a workshop to unlock the photo of your phone's camera. Well, for me, don't do the selfies if you don't have to. Have somebody take your photos, but Match events are amazing. I've hosted many of them in Chicago. There are awesome quality people that go to these events, so that should be your first pick to meet people in real life. And in addition to that, go to meetup.com. It's the world's largest site for clubs and interests. You can find things that you're interested in. Somebody started a club in your area. There's lots of single things, lots of things that you're interested in. If you're a runner, a gardener, a photographer, whatever that is, go to Meetup and you can start going to places where you can actually meet real people to become friends with. And remember, super connectors, you never know if someone that you meet in a Meetup group might be 30 years younger than you, but they might have a relative that could be perfect for you. So get yourself out there. And then volunteer. Giving back feels so good. We have people volunteering all the time that are at Smart Dating Academy. Going out feels good. You give back and you meet great people when you're volunteering for the right organization. Say yes to fundraisers. There is lots going on with this election right now. Getting involved in politics, you can meet some really interesting people if you get out there and support your candidate. And tell your friends and family and neighbors to set you up, like I said, and find those super connectors. And again, say yes to everything that sounds good. Say yes to setup. Say yes to parties. When somebody asked to set you up and said, well, what's your type? I want you to use these words from now on. You don't have a type. I'm just looking for someone wonderful. Okay? That's it. Someone wonderful. Okay, so now, once you've met someone from Match or you've met them in real life, now, how do you have a great first date? This is one of the most common questions. People say, I don't know how to date. Okay, first dates, guys, short and sweet, 2 hours maximum. grab drinks and an appetizer, grab coffee and dessert. If you don't drink, whatever it is, share some food, share a beverage. And remember, I said this in the beginning, the best way to get someone to like you, walk into this date with a positive mindset, looking for what's good in your date. Like them first. Greet them with a hug, not a handshake. This is not a business meeting. This is a personal connection. It shows that you are warm. Greet them with a hug. Even if the person extends their hand to you, again, you're the leader, you're the smart dater, you're going to give them a hug and say, I'm a hugger. And when you're on that first date, even if somebody isn't educated, they haven't been through this webinar, don't overshare if they ask you an intimate question. People need to earn your story. If they ask you about your divorce, if they ask you about relationships you've had, if they ask you, hey, how's Match.com going for you? Have you had any horror stories? Don't overshare. Think of a great soundbite for all of those tough questions before you go out on dates, so you don't have to have that deer in headlights look. Okay, and on that, be prepared for conversations. Know how to talk about yourself. Practice, practice, practice like you were going on a job interview. We have this false expectation that all of this should just come easily, right? That dating is natural. It's not natural, right, for so many of us. And we want to put our best foot forward. And with so many people out there dating, and this is a competitive landscape, you want to make sure that you stand out. How do you talk about your work, your family, your fun experiences in a way that makes you sound compelling? And I want you to always have 3 jumpstart questions so that if the conversation falls flat, you can ask a question like, hey, you know what? I'm looking to add to my places I've traveled this year. If you could give me some advice and tell me where to vacation, what's your favorite place to go? And that way, again, you're prepared. You're not going to dread conversational silences because you're going to be able to jumpstart it. We have a coaching module that we do with many of our clients, local and national, called the Dating Resume, where we send you the top 20 questions and we help you to prepare for the first date via phone and via Skype so you actually feel confident, so that you know what to say, you know how to look, you know your body language, and when you go out on that date, you're acing it, okay? Now, taboo subjects. Okay, never ask the person how Match is going. Don't talk about your divorces. Even if somebody asks, have a good soundbite to end it. Don't talk about negative events for too long. And this is an election year, and it's okay. It's attractive to look educated about the issues, educated about the candidates, and to have opinions. But don't get into a heated debate. You will never convince somebody of your opinion. We cannot change somebody's mind, right? Seek to connect. Seek to understand differences. Have healthy conversations, but you're not there to debate. And never be high maintenance on a date. Please, you are not there to eat. If you're hungry before your date, eat something at home so you don't show up there starving. If your food doesn't come out the way it is, who cares? You were there to have a date, not eat. Again, put your best date forward. Put your best foot forward. And I'm going to touch on dating safety, okay? Set up a Google Voice account. This is the best thing ever. Our singles over 50 love it. It's free. Go to Google Voice and set it up. It's a masked phone number that leads to your cell phone, okay? So you never have to give your real cell phone out to people anymore because we're searchable online by our cell phones. Everybody Googles everybody. So it's a fake phone that you can call and text from. It's amazing and it's free. And then again, like I said, always talk to the person on the phone before the date. And if you can, find out their first and last name and Google them. I have all my clients Google everybody before a date. Just make sure that nothing bad comes up on the first couple of pages. Don't get caught on all sorts of rabbit trails and try to do due diligence and put their personal history together. And certainly don't show that you've Googled people. Be smooth about this. And to date safely, guys, trust your gut, okay? Meet at a place that you're comfortable in. Don't travel too far. Don't pick somebody up from their place, guys. You never know what you're going to walk into. And don't go to a private, secluded place. You should meet at a place that you're both comfortable at. Never, ever, ever have someone come to your place to pick you up, especially into your house. In today's day and age, be safe. Drive yourself, cab, Uber. There's no reason that you cannot get yourself there and have somebody pick you up. And women, if the man is chivalrous and he offers to pick you up, he probably means very, very well, and he's a gentleman. Tell him graciously how sweet that is, but that you're okay getting there yourself, and be appreciative, again, of his efforts. And then tell someone close to you who you're going out with and you're going out on the date. Again, we've had 0 incidences, knock on wood, I actually knocked on wood, in 6.5 years that I started this business. So just date smart and date safe, okay? Okay, oops, skip the slide. Ooh, these are juicy tips. Insider's tips to optimize your matches on Match.com. Okay, I'm going to blow through these. Number one, use your daily matches every day. The thing that Match gives you, these are your daily matches. Match learns more about you as you accept or deny matches. The more you respond, the better your matches should get because their algorithms are getting more information. Here's a big one, guys. Once you get your good photos up and your profile done, guess what? You are not done. You need to, number two, refresh your profile weekly. Being dynamic puts your profile higher in search. You know you can get 100 pages of people. How do you end up on page 1 versus 100? You're going to be very active. Every week you should be swapping in new photos. Do some new text, change up a restaurant, okay? This Match is watching this activity and they're going to prioritize you. And then be active online. They're also watching your activity. The more active you are with other people, emailing them proactively, responding, winking, even liking photos, the higher in search your profile goes because they want active clients. Okay, and I told you I was going to tell you about the 4 key principles, 4 of our key principles. Okay, number 1, psychotic optimism. Look at the happy face here. I hope you guys are infected with my optimism. I promise you love exists for you, and the fact that you are on this webinar and you are getting yourself educated, to me, puts you in that top 0.001%. Remember, create a mantra for yourself, okay? That's something very positive, because if you don't, I'm going to show you, this is what I teach my clients. Thoughts. Okay, if we have negative thoughts, they lead to negative feelings, okay? And she thinks online dating is not for me. So she feels badly. You can see it on her face. What action does she have? She has sour, dour face. And what results do you think she's going to get when she's walking around in this field? Do you think a guy is going to stop her? Probably not, okay? You're ending the game before you begin. So today, you're going to set up a dating mantra, like, I'm in it to win it. Love exists for me. I'm a psychotic optimist, okay? You're going to reseed your thought. You're going to feel better. Your actions are you're going to date better. You're going to start seeing a lot more interesting people, and you're going to start to kill this dating game. You're going to win it, okay? You're invited, like I said, to join my club of psychotic optimists. Whether you decide to work with Smart Dating Academy after this or not, you are inducted into psychotic optimists. Here's your mindset. Love exists for me 110%. I am going to work as hard and as long as it takes to find it. It might take me 6 months or 100 days, whatever it takes, I'm ready and I am pumped for this year, okay? That is your mindset. Create something that works for you. Stick it up on your mirror, okay? Say yes to everything. And again, I am in it to win it, and find love. Smiley face. Like I said earlier, key principle that I teach all of our clients every day, and we push on these boundaries: height, age, body type, race, religion. Cast your net out wider. Again, well, that's not my type. Whatever your type is, change it up, guys. Be liberal in the people you're looking for, because there's many lids to your pot, okay? Every box you uncheck, every inch you go down in height, every year you go up in age, every other religion you're open to exploring screams in hundreds, if not thousands, of new candidates, okay? Get inspired by them. And this is a good one, okay? We're taught in our culture that butterflies in my stomach are good. It means I'm excited. I'm going to tell you a secret. After date 1, guys, butterflies in your tummy, in your stomach, can be a sign of bad things to come. Butterflies, after you've met somebody, are fear and anxiety. It's your gut talking to you, telling you, danger, Will Robinson, abort function. Something is wrong. If you're feeling those butterflies, really take pause. Let someone know, but pay attention to those butterflies. And know, like I said, when you cast your net out wide, why are you doing that? Because he or she is going to come to you in an unexpected package. With the thousands of love stories that I can tell you at Smart Dating Academy, every single one starts out with, I would have never given this person a second look 6 months ago, and now I've never found healthier, happier love, including Marilyn, whose before and after case you saw, right?